Yo.
What's up, guys? I'm Code Gray and welcome to the channel. Alright, so today I wanted to talk... What? What's what? Oh, this. You noticed my new jacket. Christmas gift. Yeah. I'm doing a test run today. It's been cold and rainy and snowy, and this is the first day I got to get out after Christmas, so I'm doing a test run on my new jacket. But we'll get into that later. Yeah, before we get into the video, I just want to say you guys are ridiculous. On my last video, at the end of the video, I asked people if they were watching the video to give me a subscribe, which I don't normally do in my videos, but one of the goals I was trying to complete before the end of the year was to reach 250 subscribers. Well, some of you guys went way out of your way to help me out. And not only did I get over 250 subscribers by the end of the year, you guys got me over that in less than 24 hours. Crazy. Thank you very much. That was super cool of you guys. So I got a couple topics I wanted to talk about today. One was my new jacket, and two was New Year's resolutions, which I'm sure you're going to see a ton of those kind of videos. But kind of wanted to give my opinion a little bit about that. But before we get into the resolutions, let's talk just a little bit about this jacket. Now, I say a little bit because this is my first ride with this jacket, so I can't really talk too much about it because I don't know much about it. This is just the first impressions ride. Well, first I'll tell you this jacket was made by Alpha Cycle Gear. It was the same company that I bought my pants from. And I was so impressed with my pants that I decided to go ahead and give the jacket a try. Now, the reason I bought this jacket was because my current jacket, my Oxford Melbourne 2.0, it's a textile jacket, and even though it does block a lot of wind, it doesn't block all wind. Oh, and I suppose I should mention that in one video I did where I was riding in cold weather and talking about the many layers that I wear, well, I suppose I should have mentioned in that video that on my Oxford jacket I actually removed the thermal liner and the rain liner. And I never put them back in because honestly they're just a pain in the ass to put back in once you take them out. So that's why I wore so many layers. So what the plan was is to get a full leather jacket, non-perforated jacket for really cold weather. Something to completely block the wind, and we all know nothing blocks wind better than leather. So went on Amazon, found this jacket, and I bought it. Now, as far as my first impressions go on this jacket, I like the look of it. Cafe racer style jacket. Yeah, I got the red stripes. I know it's a little douchey because it matches my jacket, or matches my bike, but that's okay. I went with it anyway. I like the look of it. What's up, man? So yeah, it's a full grain leather jacket. Came with the thermal liner, which I left in. Yeah, the jacket has a drop tail in the back, which basically it's a little bit lower in the back than in the front. Helps cover your butt crack, especially when you're in a forward position like I ride. Helps block the wind too. Okay, a few good points I'd say about this jacket right now is that it's pretty comfortable. So far, I'm not feeling any pinching or bunching issues or anything like that. Feels pretty good. Now, I purposely wore less layers. I'm only wearing a long sleeve base, a hoodie, and the jacket. And it's about 41 degrees out right now, somewhere around there. And I'm perfectly comfortable. I'm not cold at all. So far, so good. Yeah, another good thing so far I've noticed is that the leather on this is pretty thick leather. And for the price, this feels like a pretty high quality jacket. Yeah, I haven't told you the price yet because you're going to be surprised at the price. A couple things that I don't like so far, and neither one of these things are a very big deal at all. But I wish the zippers, you know, in the front here and on the pockets, I wish those were blacked out instead of silver. I just think it would have looked a little bit better. They are YKK zippers, but since they're brand new, they tend to catch a little bit, which I'm sure that'll get better over time. And another thing is that due to the leather being so thick, it does make it a little bit difficult to get my winter gloves over the cuff. Not impossible, and once I get the gloves on, it's not uncomfortable. It just a little extra hassle, that's all. No big deal. Oh, I think I forgot to mention, this is a fully armored jacket, by the way. Elbows, shoulders, and back, full CE armor. Which a lot of the times you don't get the back armor with the jackets that you buy. Most of the time you don't really. You usually have to buy that separately. Now, what did I pay for this jacket? Well, I'll throw a link down in the description, but in case you want to check it out. But I paid $70 for this jacket. Yeah, yep, 70 bucks. The pants that I've been bragging about, those only cost me 50. Now, supposedly Alpha Cycle Gear, it's a company out in California, and their mission statement is, or company motto or whatever, is clothing for bikers that are made by bikers. And their goal is to keep the cost low to help benefit us, basically. And I've been pretty impressed with them so far. Now, I know 70 bucks isn't very much for gear, just any kind of gear in general, really. But like I said, this is some pretty thick leather, and it's real leather. It may not be the best armor under the sun, but it feels pretty decent, and you can always switch armor out. That's no big deal. But I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a jacket that I'm not going to get a lot of use out of, because this is basically a winter jacket. My Melbourne jacket, it's still perfectly fine, and it's great for spring and fall and parts of the summer, unless it gets really, really hot. So I didn't want to spend hundreds of bucks on a jacket that I'm just not going to get that much use out of. But those are my first impressions on my new jacket. After I get some actual use out of it, I'll probably do a review on it. One other thing that I want to mention that I don't really care for a whole lot, which I know will get better over time, but man, the sucker is awfully shiny, brand new. I kind of would have preferred a more distressed look, but can't have everything, right? Now, in case I didn't say it at the beginning of the video, because my mind was wandering and I'm trying to remember everything I wanted to talk about, in case I didn't say it, Happy New Year, everybody. All right, topic number 2. New Year's resolutions. Well, I'll just tell you straight up front, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I find that when you do, you tend to for myself anyway, I tend to forget about them too quickly. I just try to make a goal for the year or plans for the year, or try to plan ahead on something that I'd like to accomplish. Yeah, that may be a resolution. I don't see it that way. I just see it as plans for the year. I do have plans for the year. I do have some goals for the channel that I would definitely like to accomplish this year. Now, the goals for the channel, I'm going to try and keep very small. Something achievable. Now, I'm sure the first one that you're expecting me to say is get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, who wouldn't want 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year? But no, I don't expect to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's no big deal. Well, let's see. I started my channel almost at the end of March of this year. So basically, my channel's been around, right around 9 months, maybe just a little over. And in those 9 months, I've gained, as of this morning, 258 subscribers, which is very cool. But if I keep at that rate, maybe by the end of this upcoming year, my goal is to try to hit, we'll say 500, 600 subscribers, around there. That'd be pretty cool. Of course, I would love 1,000, but I'm not setting my sights too high. Yeah, another small thing I'd like to accomplish this year is just go on a ride with another biker. That would be cool. Like I've said before, I haven't rode with anyone, and I would like to ride with someone. And if that would eventually lead into a group ride or two, that'd be pretty cool too. Haven't done that yet either. So I do want to accomplish at least the one other biker this year. If I can manage to get into a group ride, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm going to try to accomplish that this year. Test rides. Test rides are on the list as well. And the first kind of bikes I'd like to test ride are cruisers. I have yet to ride any type of cruiser. I don't care if it's a Harley or a Yamaha, a Suzuki, whatever, Honda. Just a cruiser. So I'll be keeping a very close eye out in my area for dealers that are doing test rides this year. Now, one of the things that I'm not going to hold my breath for, but I think it would be pretty darn cool, would be to meet some fellow motovloggers. There's quite a few guys that I definitely like to hang out with. But the logistics of that could be a nightmare. Everybody works, different hours, vacation time, who knows, you know, everybody has different vacation times. Of course, all of that takes money to travel. So if all that could be put together and there'd be some kind of meetup. Now, I know Timystic is holding a big meetup in Florida this year, this coming up year. That would be super cool to go to. As far as wedding. But I live in Ohio. So trying to get scheduled time off, and we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to make no promises. I'd like to try to go for sure. But I'm not going to tell everybody, yeah, I'll be there, knowing full well this early in the year, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to go or not. But yeah, I would definitely like to have some kind of meetup. Even if it was at an event like, you know, some type of motorcycle event that people tend to go to and meet up there or something. But yeah, I don't have no real resolutions for the channel this year, just goals. like I said, I'm going to keep my goals small and hopefully achievable. And I'm not going to set too many. We'll just do what we can. But this video is getting very long-winded. A lot longer than I expected it to, so I better wrap it up. Alright guys, I'm Code Gray. I'll catch you guys in the next one.